Hola, buenos dias. This is your Unified Ascension Jock Master Healer. I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers that have been watching my channel and Higher Self. I really appreciate it for the love and support. Today is a tremendous day. The energies are all over the place right now. I'd like to give you an update of what's happening through its volcanic rock. I just did a meditation like that would just blow your mind. So I put my energy field around its volcanic and its heat sensors. So when I was meditating, I was feeling so warm and hot. My arms and my elbows were starting to heat up. Right? That's how powerful meditation is, especially when you go through your higher selves, because the higher self travels to wherever destination that you want to go through its definitive and its defined chakra formations, where you can fly anywhere. So here I am flying to the volcano, and I'm looking around and I'm seeing its electrical fields, which is very important because you have to look at that first. So I had to communicate with intelligence through its relationship before I can be a partnership. So I'm flying above and I'm looking below and I see the center core of the volcano. And that's when I was tapping into the heat sensors through the body capacitor because it was really getting really hot. I said, wow, this is unbelievable. And I gotta tell you, it was so real. So, as I was going through, I was putting my energy fields around the volcano through its force fields. I have to, because my heat sensors would burn up. And not only that, but my cooling system would have to be upgraded before I get anywhere close to anything that's meteorological or anything that has heat absorbed. So it's very important to upgrade your systems through intelligence before you go to any kind of planet or you communicate with any kind of intelligence or any rock formations, mountains, volcanoes, pyramids. It's extremely important before you do any interacting or interfacing of any kind. So anyway, I'm at this the volcanic rock and lighting up the rock formations and the heat sensors. And it's getting extremely hot. And like I said, you guys are going to feel a little bit more warm. Everybody's going to feel in a different way, but it's strong energy that's going into you. Because now the Rainbow Bridge is electrified through its ground formations and its electrical devices. So it's going to be an easier process to go through. And with the volcanic rock and the volcanoes, that electrical systems through the body capacitors and its ecosystem is going to allow you to go through a lot faster. So we have to go into hyperspace now. Now's the time to go through hyperspace. So when everybody gets a chance, try to do some meditation and we can collaborate through the volcanoes. Try to visualize volcanoes. Try to visualize that so you have the sensory of the same image that I'm seeing. Now once you have that and that kinetic force, we can use that all together to go across that rainbow bridge. Now once we get to that certain point of its electrical fields, we can use those heat sensors through the volcano and its ground formation so we can walk smoothly across the Rainbow Bridge. Now we have to be because, once we reach the River of Light, that is a whole nother process. So everything, like I said, is in sequence with the pyramids the line formations throughout its atmosphere and its entire world. So that's all set. Like I said, I was sitting and meditating throughout its atmosphere. So I'm definitely in full collaboration with the volcanoes and the volcanic rock. So those energies are going to pass through you very fast. You're going to feel a little bit flashes. You're going to get into circulation of dizziness. You're going to get extremely hot just with the body alone, because those energies are upgrading your systems, and those heat sensors are going through the systems of its electrical defenses, which is a solar conductor. Now, a solar conductor is part of the voicing grid. It's the voicing grid, and its perception, and its audio. So we're now connected more with its energy cycles. So right now, with our meditation, we should find some kind of rhythm. I'm going to say be like water, be like water. It's the same thing, but this time we're going to try to make it more into like a musical. When you meditate, like hear sounds and let it just, how music flows, and it just, on the tip of your tongue, it sounds good, it feels good, the energy is good. When you meditate, you know exactly how it's going to feel. And if the transmission goes well through space continuum, well, you're on your way to success. So we're on frequencies right now. There are a couple that are still on vibrations, but they'll eventually get there. But when they have to find the time, if you're, for all those three-dimensionals out there, try to get into some meditation. If you need help, you can ask me, or you can ask some other light beings. They can help you out. They're very informative. They have a lot of information. Tap into meditation. What does it mean to you? How do I meditate properly? What do chakra formations mean? What is this all about? There's a lot of people that still have questions, and I'm still getting people, about the pole shift. It's interesting to know, because everybody has their own thing what a pole shift is. To break it down, very, very simple. The earth is healing. Everybody knows that. But we're coming into a new era of a new earth, so we're going on a higher vibration. We have to go on a higher vibration because the 5-dimensional realm is on harmonics. It's not on vibrations, so everything is all energy. There's one side of energy and there's another side of energy. And then you have the soul, right? The ego system, body capacitor. That's been all explained to you in my other videos. So I like to keep updated of what's going on so you guys don't get lost. Like I said before, so when you reach that meditation, the mind over matter, the meditation and the mind itself becomes real through the higher self. Now, the reason why I keep bringing up the higher self is because the higher self is very, very real. It's you, but it's just a definitive you. Something that you never thought you would see yourself doing. You get up in the morning, you feel great. Everything around you is amazing. Everything's fresh. Everything is glowing. You're smiling all the time. Now you ask yourself, well, Does a higher self do that? Come on, like, I don't understand, you know? Your higher self is telling you through the inner voice. Now, the more you meditate, the more you get the inner voice of the higher self. Because the higher self helps you meditate. The archangels and the angels, definitive angels, guardian angels, earth angels, they're there for you, for your protection, your meditation, any questions that you want to know, they're there. Use them to your advantage all the time. And it's also too to get in contact with other light beings, you know, just update yourself and keep informative with your meditation. So, with the volcanic rock and the volcanoes, it is already upgraded through its systems, and it's through my energy fields right now. So you're going to be receiving more intelligence. So this transmission alone, okay, remember I told you I could heal just by thought alone because I surrendered myself through space continuum? Well, I've had testimonies saying this is great. You're healing me just by transmission alone. That's how powerful it is. So basically, I'm healing you now, which is amazing because that's what we want. And we got to think, like, there's what, 7-8 billion people in this earthly world today. So I'm thinking, okay, that is a lot of people to heal. So I'm speeding up the process on the healing aspect, the transition of healing, the Kundalini, the whole history of how it works, the yin and the yang, the mastery of the light, which I just received the other day. So I'm full embodiment of light. I'm on a collective through its solar system, its mecha system, its electronic system, its biochemical system, the human vessel of conditioning, self-conditioning, and the modifications of its calibrations, its line formations, its alignments, its systematical systems, medical systems. Now those are alignments through the vocation grid. If you lose loss in translation, you can meditate and reframe your voicing, and you can basically upgrade its system because it's all based on energy. Like I was telling you, you know, in the year 3000, everything is so upgraded. It's incredible. It's a tremendous force. Now people are asking me too, I'm confused. I don't understand. If you're saying that we eat out of the tube, how is that possible? I say, well, we need that substance. We need that liquefied substance to keep our upgrades so we don't overload our systems. It's just like anything else, you know, us humans, when we get sick, we take medicine. Well, it's the same thing, but we only process liquid, no solids at all. And other people have been asking about computers. Okay, why are there computers up there? Shouldn't there be like everybody, you know, everything is touch and mind? And yeah, it does have its mind conception. Your mind is so powerful in the year 3000. You can use everything by thought. You can actually turn on the computer, or it's a base. It's an electrical defense base, and you can just use your eye perception as a security method, right? And what happens is it analyzes you, knowing it's you, through its ecosystem and its body capacitor. So it's a transformation device that allows you to, okay, this is light being of another solar system, and he has access to these planets and that planets. So basically what it is, it's your identification card. That's what it is. Everybody has it through space continuum. So the other planets and the intelligence know who you are when you're flying around its solar system and planets. So it's like being on Earth and having a SIM card or a health card or a driver's license. It's just an identification card, which is fascinating too. And the geographical system and its maps are connected through its solar system. So it's one big genetic circle that covers the whole outlook of its atmosphere. I call it the eye in the sky, or you can call it the eye of the universe. So that can basically pinpoint any direction of where you are geographically. It allows you, because we, on Earth, we have our GPS systems, and our location device. It tells us where we are at all times. If you're taking a trip, it tells you the location, all that. That's what Google has. It's the same thing. It's just you're in space continuum and its galactic system, which is the G1 star system. But I've been asked to go beyond 3,000. I have to, because there's more intelligence, more planets, and it never stops. It just keeps advancing and advancing and advancing. And I get so many more upgrades every single day, the energies that go into my body. I get so many transmissions from so much intelligence, the planets. I had so much connection because I've mastered everything within its universe. And like I said, it's because I understand its systems. And it all started me being a martial artist. When you master the yin and the yang, you're halfway there. You're halfway there. Mastering is exceptionally hard to do, but anybody can learn. It's just knowing what the body is, what the body does. There are people that do formulations of martial arts and they get their belts. That's great. It's excellence all around. And they learn, kata formations and hand motions and kicking and all that through its relationship and partnership. But it's really understanding your real self. And there was another question asking me about, okay, if we're in the 3D, how is it possible for the higher self to be real? I thought it's just a dream. I said, well, if you understand your awake and your ascension, you understand that dreams are real. And when you awake, you go through that ascension and everything around you becomes real. Like I said, I have many gifts. The mind telepathy, healing through thought. Thought is extremely powerful. And transferring energy from anywhere through its atmosphere and in my energy fields, through its electrical devices. And the vocabulary methods are amazing, which is the throat chakra. Now, I explained to you about the chakra formations and what they're all used for. That's another mastery too. So everything is an upgrade. Now, the multi-universes gives you that through the collective as it comes down and the energies go into your body. And that transmission is through the eye perception, through the mind capacitor. So everything I'm telling you is very real. So I'm trying to answer these questions for you so you get a better understanding how powerful space continuum is and the multi-universes. And people are going to keep asking questions because they're astounded, like, where are you getting all this information from? Well, it's like I said, it's energy. Everything is based on energy. Everything's based on energy. If you understand those systems through its energy fields, then you understand how we were made from energy. Now that's a whole another process. I'll get into that later. But right now I just want to, I don't want to go too far ahead with what's happening, the ascension and the process that's going through the pyramids and the volcanic rock, the volcanoes, and the mountains. The mountains have the thunder. They have the strong source of being. They have a kinetic light force. Every nature has its own energy source. Everything is talkative through space continuum. Now, I'm talking to you through an electronic device, through a voice and channel. And my upgrades allow me to tell you in so many ways how you can use these methods for its transmission. It's all based on signals. Satellites. There's satellites in space. It's for the geographical systems used for, locations, the GPS, here and there. Everything is done through laser. And also to that laser is energy. But it's through radiation and gamma rays and all kind of light formations and stuff like that. But it's a hologram. It's translucent because, I'll give you an example. Higher self. What does a higher self look like? Well, the higher self is a golden formation through its harmonics and its vibrations. It has exceptional high speed through its body capacitor and its ecosystems. It has coolants, which are framed inside of the body capacitor. See, once you know the alignments of the higher self, it's all kinetic wires. Every kinetic wire has its own transmission through its voicing grid, its audio grid, sensory perception, mind telepathy, the heart chakra, the century circle, the yin and the yang, the panels on the arm formations, your vibrations, your frequencies, your harmonics. Now, the higher self is a translucent of a light formation, and it can transform to a higher speed through another dimension. Now, dimension is all based on harmonics, its equivalency of its speed. When you go up against somebody and you just basically touch them, this here is this is your energy field. Okay, I don't know if anybody knows that, but as soon as you touch them, You feel electric shocks. It's that energy that goes right through you, right? And like I said before, you're building a relationship through partnership. So you're communicating. You're communicating. It's incredible because it's an upgraded system that's going into your body every single day. But those upgrading systems that go into your body are different. Now, some people, us as humans, when we wake up in the morning, are we happy or are we sad? You have to ask yourself that. The higher self already knows he's happy. He moves forward with his day. But things are done differently. That's the only way you move ahead. If you relive the same day, but you do things differently, but you're not happy, then you have no connection with the higher self. Because you're not allowing yourself to believe in yourself. The belief system. I'm saying this so everybody tries to figure out, okay, I want my higher self. To get there, you have to understand what vibrations are, what frequencies are, what harmonics are, and anything beyond that. It's like asking, what's the distance between the multi-universes? You can't answer that. There's no answer. It just keeps going and going and going and going. Because the infinity is just a figure eight, but there's a lot more to that. It's not just a figure eight. This is a communication line through its transmission devices, okay? So right now it's voicing signals through its patterns and its collective as it's gathering ideas and information through the energy cycles and its energies through its atmosphere. That's infinity. But there's infinities of infinities. And that's why there's created of its paradigm shift, parallel, dimensional realm, vortex, quantum leap, quantum jump, quantum shift, time shift, and then there's the stop of time. When Einstein created E=mc², now it was all based on energy. And he had the intelligence. He was put on that earth alone just to let everybody know, okay, this is what's happening right now. This space is between two and its relationship. So that's the answer that he was trying to get for everybody to understand how time and matter can coexist, or are they separated through space continuum. And Stephen Hawking, with his black hole theory, that's going into the creation of the positive and negative. Like I was telling you about my other video, From Dark to Light. Everybody is put on this earth for a reason. Now, I have been blessed and awoken through the ascension to provide everybody with what is happening with the new earth, Mother Gaia, Father/Mother Earth, as I am, the Earth Protector and Provider, Commander-in-Chief of the Galactic Federation, Vanguardists, Starseeds, Light Beings, Light Warriors. I'm also Supreme Being of the Light, which is the Golden Formation, and the Gateway of the River of Light. unified, the higher self that lives in space, and a transition healer through the synchronizing souls, and a master of all combinations of its yin and yang. So I want to clarify with everybody about my transmissions and how important they are, that you guys are connecting. And it's amazing to know that I feel the energy. It's extremely powerful through everybody. And I'm just glad here I can help and provide. So the volcanoes are ready to go. So like I said, everybody's going to feel a little bit more their energy cycles, and the disruptions of the brain is going to circulation through its spinning and its dizziness, and you're going to get a lot more heat coming in through its energy and its body capacities, through its ecosystems. So I'll keep you updated too. And the next is the mountains. So that's exciting too, what's going to be happening next. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated. Okay, so I'm going to top out for now. This is your Unified Ascension Angelic Master Healer, calling it. Adios.